Davis.
And Vinny.
Rodney.
Tyler.
And today with us we have Don Seager.
Get it fucking right, Jesus Christ.
Ronald.
Welcome to the show.
We can't say the F word on this podcast.
Why?
Because.
This was not laid out before we started. I am way too tired for that shit.
I don't want to cuss today.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get the
And
fucking
all
option.
you're not going to cuss is...
Why the fuck not?
This is a weird...
I just don't want to.
The stipulation.
You're clean? You're totally clean nowadays?
Yeah. Clean comic.
This would have been good when you had Chris Covey on.
Yeah, right?
No,
You were on that one.
I'm following the Chris Covey mantra. I'm taking some lessons. I'm going to be a lawyer now.
Cows don't need lawyers.
I mean, you do a lot of different things. So I could see that.
I can't wait to see the ads. Like, have you been seriously hurt by a farm animal?
You better get a catchy number like J.G. Wentworth.
Did you get kicked at the Donkey Ball show?
It's been a while, Don and Tyler. How's you guys, everybody? I guess we were off for like a week, so.
Yeah.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Get full?
Meh.
Scalp anybody?
They're not Indian.
I'm half Indian.
You are?
Yeah, seriously. Like, my mom's full
What
Indian.
flavor?
Would have to talk to my mom to know the full extent of that, but
You didn't know his name was Don Whitetail?
that's right. Run with scissors.
That's right.
No.
Your mom's full Indian?
Yeah, she's full Indian.
You look no Indian.
I know, but my dad is a soulless redhead, so I think that's where it comes from.
Huh.
Dominant genes.
Yeah. I try to talk to spirits. It doesn't work because he was a redhead.
What's her tribe? Harris?
You do have
Probably. All I can really remember
You
because
do like to gamble.
I love gambling so much. The only thing I can really remember is it started with M, but it wasn't Mohawk. I remember that much of it, but I don't talk to my mom at all. We could get real sad real quick if we wanted to.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. not in the beginning.
It's like, you guys want
Davis
to
is
keep
wearing
going?
his vibes hat.
It could be good. It could be bad vibes.
I was going to have to put my sunglasses back on because I was going to start crying, dude.
Put them back on.
We're getting sad now?
No, I'm not. No,
Okay,
no. I'm not going to go super sad.
Speaking of gambling, over Thanksgiving, me and my brother have now dubbed Thanksgiving Thanksgambling because I started sports betting for the first time ever in my life. I've always loved sports, and I think I will credit you. You've shown me the Caesar Sportsbook before when you've come to a show up here at the Funny Bone, and
Oh, yeah, I shoved it
I
in your
always
face.
see JB Smooth on there, and I like him, so I downloaded the app, and god damn it, it is addictive.
It's
Where were you
stupid.
at when you did this? Because we can't do that shit here.
Arizona. Arizona.
Yeah.
Do they
I think I wouldn't have showed it to you if I had lost a bunch of money, but I had won a significant amount of money, so I was showing quite a few people.
Yeah, we were winning pretty good too.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any huge losses at all. So
Can
I'm
you
in.
not go across the river and do that now?
I think so. I have not attempted it yet, but I'm probably gonna go to Quaker Steak and Lube someday soon, or Don's front porch, and make some wagers.
My house is closer than Quaker State. getting
That
off
is
the
true.
interstate.
That is true. You might wake up in the morning cooking bacon, and Davis is out on your deck just placing bets.
That's not the weirdest thing. When me and Andres went to the Niners game, like we stayed in a hotel room or whatever, and I took a shower because we were freezing cold because it rained the whole time. I took a shower, and then I was like, I'm probably gonna pass out by the time you get out, and then I just woke up to the alarm, and I roll over, and he's sitting fully clothed on the end of the bed,
Oh yeah, he told me he
smiling
was
at
doing
me.
this, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's like, morning sleepyhead. I'm like, I'm checking holes now. I'm like, I don't trust you.
That's totally something Andres would say.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not.
real
I don't.
serial killer shit right there.
Oh, like I snooze a lot with the alarm, but I was wide awake right then. I was on high alert.
It's the best
Why-
alarm you could ask for.
Why'd you go clear to San Francisco for a game? Why not just wait till they come play in Council Bluffs?
We originally we
You
were
don't know
gonna,
anything about sports, do you? Clearly not.
We were actually going to go to the Chicago game, but it was too close to December, and it was close.
You were
to
worried
December,
about the weather,
and it was going to be fucking freezing. So Andres got like really bummed, where I was like, I don't give a shit, let's go, whatever. And then he found some really good seats and tickets at the Sunday night home game that we lost. So
Did he puke at any point of the trip?
no.
Oh, he hides it. He likes to hide it.
He got
did.
he got searched at every point in the trip.
As he should.
Literally, like even going into Levi Stadium, I'm like, dude, you're Mexican. They shouldn't be like
They should be searching you.
They searched my bag only because he put his poncho that was not in a sealed bag into my bag. I'm like, that's on you. And then he goes through the thing like, sir, we're gonna have to pull you over here. Like every point. When we left San Jose, the airport opened. And we were the fourth people in line. Like I think I was 3, he was 4, and then like, sir, we're gonna have to randomly select you. I'm like, Jesus, like I don't know what he's got going on, but it's not healthy.
I think it's a racist thing by the airport.
You think?
Yeah.
I've dubbed it. He looks aggressively Mexican. That's what it is. He's just strolling through.
I thought you guys weren't going to stay in a hotel.
We weren't, but since it was raining the whole time,
That's probably a
that
good
was going to
move.
be. Yeah, that was a really good move until I spent $43 on a cold sandwich and chips and a soda
Wait,
at the hotel.
was it a Philly steak and cheese?
No, it was
to be a warm sandwich.
a dry ass ham sandwich. Like you know the cheap, like you could go to the restaurant in the hotel or the cheap like behind the check-in desk.
Yeah, like Quick
yeah.
Pick.
Yeah.
Or 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I got 2 sandwiches, 2 bags of chips, and 2 sodas, and I was like, she's like $43. I'm like, the bar was no better. It was you'd have to wait. What is it for them to cook your food, and it was like $22 for a burger.
In their
burger.
in their defense, you were in San Francisco.
Oh,
That's the
fucking
tech
liberal.
capital of the world, dude.
The what capital?
Technology. That's short for technology.
Thanks. I know technology.
Do we need to
I just
explain
broke
it?
1,000 TikTok followers.
Can you show? I need
He
to.
even
I'm gonna
got an
start a door guys
iPhone
one.
13 Pro. I mean, Jesus.
Wait, you
Yes.
do? That has a great video. Oh, that's why you're doing TikTok.
Fuck yeah.
Like you were watching the commercial where the guy's like shooting a action movie using that camera. Have you seen that commercial?
No,
Oh,
I don't have a TV.
he just has the phone.
I got a Roku the other day, though.
But nothing to plug it into.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have a TV.
What do you?
He's plugging it into his phone.
I have a TV, but I didn't have it hooked up. All I had it hooked up for a year was the Super Nintendo.
Wait,
one of those
I've been
Oh, that's-
I've been to your
that's
place.
good.
Is that the behind the couch TV? That's just like chilling behind a couch.
minis. Yeah, it's plugged in now.
Wait, the couch is facing the other way.
no,
That's an interesting.
it was
strategy.
behind. But you should see my apartment. It's the bathroom is bigger than my apartment.
the bathroom here.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
for sure.
larger than my apartment.
So
Like
How
that.
do you fit in it? That bathroom's not very big.
slide in?
You should see him trying to use the air fryer in there. It's scary.
It's 375 square foot.
I mean, you save
Like
a lot
it's
on rent for
it's
sure.
college. I mean, there's people that I pay $620 a month
What?
for it.
That's like $2 a square foot.
I'm right downtown. 5 minutes
Oh,
from where I work, so it works for me.
Vinny with the quick math over there.
Wow, this sounds luxurious.
I'm on the 11th floor. I have a nice
Yeah, this
view.
is just like if you lived in New York or something, dude.
Yeah.
This
He has a nice view
Yeah,
of the
I'm
parking
training.
lot.
Way too
It's
much
like
for,
my own little episode of Rural Seinfeld.
for when you moved to New York for your comedy career.
Yeah.
Dude, I paid $900 and something for a mortgage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have good credit.
I pay $710 for a mortgage.
I can never be a homeowner. I don't want to be a homeowner. I like you to do everything.
You'd
I
rather
love
just be
having
a
a landlord.
homo.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
fine.
because you don't want to fix anything or, you know.
No, I love it just being. I have a mail room. I have lady managers that. I didn't mean to say it that way.
He's got these bitches that take care of his shit for him.
Oh. So you live in a 1950s themed apartment complex, right?
That's why it's so small for so much.
That's right.
These broads.
That's why your air fryer looks like a fucking little oven or whatever the fuck it is. It's not an air fryer.
That's all they can fit in there.
No, it's more like a
Toaster oven.
yes.
Yeah, that's exactly
That
what
has
it
a
is.
setting that says air fry.
Which
Oh,
is
really?
It lies.
That's a lie, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really
Air fry is
cook.
just fan moving heat.
right. Well, it's the little convection oven is all it is, just miniaturized. But
Yeah.
Literally everything I cook, meat, vegetables, whatever, I just wrap it in tin foil and stick it in the oven and come back when I'm out of the shower. And then I eat whatever.
no need to tempt that chicken. That's
Nah.
fine.
Little
And
oil,
where,
salt,
and where is
pepper.
this on a counter? I think it's on the floor usually, right?
No, I have an actual oven in there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I did have it hooked, the air fryer hooked up on the floor by the bathroom for a while. 'cause
Don's
Yeah, I saw that.
skeptical,
What's-
skeptical of
What's
this
the
oven.
square footage of the oven?
a little bigger than Easy Bake. The responsibility is so little, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see that for sure.
yes, my house has come to the point. I bought it for my sister, and it's come to the point throughout the years where like everything I need a new roof, I need some new carpet, all kinds of shit. It's just maintenance on your fucking house that I don't have a bunch of ladies to fucking do that shit.
Is that like a homeowners association thing where you are?
There is a homeowners association, and I just got a letter that they were like, we're doing Christmas carriage rides to the neighborhood, and it's flat. Like I'm on a corner on one side of my house. The road is pretty flat, so that's going to be the route. And they wanted us to call to let them know if we're putting lights up or if it'd be okay if they could station carolers and put signs in my yard.
Fuck no.
And
The answer is no.
I was like, no, we won't be putting lights up. And my wife was like, you can put carolers in our yard. And I was like, okay.
You don't have to
Like
pay
actual
fees
people?
every month.
I think so. I mean, I don't. It would be a prime location. I said, why don't we just let them turn the horse carriage around in our? Because I have like one of those horseshoe driveways that
Yeah, you
like,
do.
so I don't have a fucking front yard. It's the best. And yeah, I wanted them to be able to turn around. That's what we should have offered, but
Davis, for a very, very small fee, I'll come and dive bomb these carolers with a drone if you want.
I'm just gonna go inside and maybe play some loud music that's not Christmas music. Maybe some Pantera or something like that. Yeah,
Wu-Tang.
yeah, Wu-Tang. Maybe a Nerf gun out the window, sniper. We'll see. It's Christmas.
got the Christmas spirit at the Davis household.
Do you pay monthly fee to them?
It's a yearly fee.
Oh, okay.
And it's been pretty cool. Like, I'm usually very against homeowners associations because, like, I bought this house. It's my fucking yard. And I get, like, not having, like, a fluorescent pink house in your neighborhood to, like, go, like, they want shit to be, like, uniformed. And,
No,
like,
that's
but, like, if I want to
Yeah,
build, if I want to build a
boring.
fucking shed on my fucking property or something, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Or like a fence, like we wanted to move our fence out, so I just moved my fence out. I didn't ask anybody. And you're supposed to like get a permission and all that shit.
Just to move your fence?
Yeah, to do anything like on your.
So from your
on
part of your property to another part of your property, you still need to get permission.
Yes,
I don't think
because they
you're-
don't want it because I'm on a corner. They don't want it too close to the street or some shit. And I didn't like. I just moved it out so I had more in my backyard. More in my
Yeah.
backyard. Yeah, you can't like. Especially because I'm on a corner, they want it. They just want shit to be uniformed, and really, it's just a bunch of fucking douchebags that want to boss people around.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But our neighborhood does a pretty good job. They have like a fireworks thing that the money goes to. It goes to like mowing. Like there's a sweet park, and they built like a splash pad in the park, and I go there. I take my daughter there and fucking watch the kids. There's like a huge bucket that fills with water. And then it tips over. It's got, I don't know, like fucking maybe 10 to 15 gallons of water in it.
Nice.
And once it gets too full, it tips over, and they all sit underneath, and and there's when the little ones are there, it like fucking launches them, dude. Great.
You look like you'd enjoy that.
I'm just like, ha.
Why is that man filming us?
No, what?
So talking about back doors,
Sean is the king of Segway.
Oh yeah, Don, I heard you were into some butt stuff now.
Obvious. Yeah. Why? Who isn't?
I didn't know. I've been hearing stories about these magical wonderlands that I don't know about.
Let's go around the circle and ask who has gotten their butt licked.
When did this become confession hour?
Ooh, Vinny got real defensive real quick.
Oh.
I tried, but it couldn't reach.
Too many ribs.
Oh, Sean, you tried to lick your own butt. That's an interesting twist I haven't heard yet.
Does it count if you lick your finger and then?
And finger your own butt?
Probably not, 'cause that's a finger.
No, I think it doesn't. Cause
That's like a wet willy
it
in
has
your
to be a
asshole.
stranger.
But it still feels good.
The amount of joy that was in Tyler's
I
eyes
know,
when he said
right?
that.
And the emphasis with the
I don't
voice.
know. I don't know why he locked eyes with me. That's
Look, guys, you buy a Toyota Yaris, life starts changing.
Let that be a warning to all you Yaris owners. Or anyone thinking about getting a Yaris, be prepared for the lifestyle that comes with one.
there's some hillbilly that like Tyler knows that's listening. That's going to listen to this podcast, and they're going to yell at their children like, "This is what happens when you buy foreign cars."
I told my buddy in Des Moines that I've experimented with some butt play, and he's like, "You are what every small town farmer actually fears happens when their kid moves to the city. You got a Yaris, you got an apartment downtown, and now you like getting your butt played with. Like, you are why every farmer is like, no, you're staying on the farm. You're not going to the city and turning gay."
You want to end up like Ty Walsh?
You're checking all those boxes.
He used to love guns and Jesus. Now he's getting his ass licked. Look at him.
Did you see how that story changed? It was experimented and then changed quickly to likes to have butt play.
I'm just becoming, in this past year, I'm just becoming very shameless.
Yeah, you're a well-rounded.
You're opening up in
Who
more ways
cares?
than one.
Yes. It started with being a door guy.
Oh, now he's blaming us.
Not for my
We corrupted him.
not for my butt play. Nobody,
well,
well,
where do you think it started at?
Scott touched me once.
Is that why you were fingering his ear holes, dude, his gauges?
I think I'm at the wrong podcast, guys.
Is it a faux pas to eat corn before butt play?
I don't know. I'll refer
Tyler?
to Tyler. I don't know. I don't know about any
Ask
of
our
this.
resident expert.
I usually fast for a couple of days before I make it.
That's courteous, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if someone... tongues down there?
What's the polite way to decline? Like, hey, I've been having a little stomach issue. And like, what's the polite way to be like, hey, no? Like a tap on the head, like
Put your weighted blanket on.
Oh, that's when you shut it down. Weighted blankets on, you're down.
I'm on my cocoon.
He's got his 40-pounder on. I can't look at tonight.
So, do you like your regular butthole being licked or your artificial one made by a bull?
The artificial one is like, it's all sealed up. That's right. It's in the cheek, but next. Well, I showed you.
Yeah.
And we saw that
Yeah,
picture.
I guess everybody did.
Got a
I forgot
backup.
about that.
It's still, I mean, I'll still refer to it as your second butthole.
Is
Maybe you have feeling in it. I don't know.
No.
Does it catch
No.
fuzz or anything like that? Do you get like little belly button fuzz in your
fake
second
butthole?
butthole?
I don't know. I've never looked at it. I just felt it. It was in Des Moines last week. I did a whiskey festival, comedy. And my buddy Dante was off to the side. He was waiting to follow me.
I love Dante.
And the festival is packed with people not watching comedy. Like, there's 10 people in the front, and the whole room is like a whiskey tasting.
Oh, fun.
And I told my butthole story where I did my whole bit about the bull. And then this guy just goes, ugh. And I said, what, you don't want me to talk about my butthole anymore? And then he goes, something like this, and I said, "Show me your butthole." And he lurched forward. He did like a, and like Dante just went nuts laughing. And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like he acted like we were gonna fight because I told him to show me his butthole.
Them's fighting words.
And then it just got tense the whole
You
time.
don't think he was rushing to show you his butthole, and then he
No, he
second
was
guessed
not
it?
rushing.
He was on his way up to take care of that.
When you got as much experience with buttholes as Tyler does, I can tell the difference.
Yeah, you could.
But then, so I brushed past it, and then Dante got up and
God.
just talked about my butthole the next 10 minutes to the guy that didn't want to show his butthole.
So was this guy one of the 10 that was actually paying attention, or was he one of the whiskey guys?
Yeah, he was just sitting with his wife up front, like with the milling, and he was paying attention but not having fun. And then it was like literally being in the middle of a carnival and telling jokes. Like there's people walking around drunk. I tried to get off stage and go grab my sweatshirt, and there was a woman playing on her phone using it as a pillow in the corner with a glass of whiskey next to
Your
her.
sweatshirt?
Yes, just had it balled up in a corner, passed out.
I
on
saw
it.
that picture.
Yeah, it was a shit show. It was not. And I paid half of my money that I got paid to park. So it was cool. I lost money to drive to Des Moines that day.
You
This
had to-
isn't the show that you did the belly wave, huh?
No, that was last night.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what now?
The truffle shuffle.
You did the truffle shovel on stage?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I sent it to the door guys last night, I think.
Oh, I missed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the video. I was working.
Yeah, it was just it was a weed show, and it was not going great. Like it was
What
kind
do you
of
mean
mediocre.
it was a weed show?
Like it was a 420 show.
Oh, God.
So everybody's doing weed theme and talking about weed. So I was like,
420.
I don't even smoke weed.
I was like, I'm gonna fuck around and just see if I can dig myself a hole right away and then get out of it. So I just went up and said, I don't even smoke weed anymore. And then I said,
I heard
so
him be like, oh.
yeah, and they go, oh, and then I go, so I'm just gonna show you a trick I learned from watching the Rosie O'Donnell show with my mom. And I just pulled my shirt up and did the belly wave for like a minute. And then when the little
You were
laugh,
like, how long you guys want me to do this?
yeah, the little laughter that was going died out, and then I got back to the mic. Go, you guys want more? And then it was a very mediocre 30 minutes of comedy after that.
You did 30 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Holy
And that's
shit.
how you started your 30-minute set? Holy fuck.
I was it was a workshop.
Yeah, I would say so. Damn.
I was feeling no fucks last night.
So did you pull yourself out of that hole?
Oh yeah, it was not. I mean, it was one. I wasn't sad with it. It was a mediocre set.
Yeah.
It was the crowd was not into it the whole show.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, fuck it.
Well, you're probably speaking way too fast for them.
Oh, yeah. I did think about just doing 30 minutes of like, no, you can be addicted to weed. It was ruining my life. Here's what my therapist says about you heathens.
I think they would have liked it. Could have changed some lives that night.
Yeah,
I doubt
maybe.
it. Okay, where was this at? I mean, doing a-
Teehees?
Teehees Comedy Club in Des Moines.
Des Moines, all right.
It's kind of like the back line of Des Moines.
Gotcha.
They have improv and they have
Isn't it a little bit bigger, though?
Oh, yeah, a lot bigger.
Backline's super small, right?
it's probably a 75 to 100 seat room.
Yeah,
That's not
probably about
bad.
that.
You been there before, Don?
I went there once and did not do well. But I also like on paper I should have done well because the crowd at the mics and stuff, they're kind of rowdy, but I was like, no, I need to get this set down. I want to get all my wording right, and they weren't about that. So and then I was like, I don't feel like engaging right now, and so I just kind of fell on my face. But whatever.
Fuck that crowd.
Yeah, I haven't been back there since, but I'm not going to drive 2.5 hours for a mic. It's not going to do that.
Well, yeah, when there's ones right around here
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you can do anyway, why would you do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if
It's
there
not
was like a
worth- that's
carload,
not worth it, yeah.
I mean, if there was a carload of comics that wanted to do that, like I might be able to be talked into it, but For the most part, no.
I would say
They are taking carloads of comics over there now, aren't
No,
they?
yeah, they are, but I've been asked twice, and I'm like, I don't feel like it.
That's when I don't want to go somewhere. I don't want to go with 15 other people. I want to go when I can not be. I want to be the only person from Omaha there, or
Right.
with 2 people, and they're you can stand out a little bit
Well,
instead
also
of
for like
20 of you fuckers here.
You know, be part of the Omaha crew.
like an open mic, and I don't know, so I'm speaking out of my. But there's probably not that much of a difference in scene as far as Des Moines and Omaha, like trying to test your fucking jokes, right? Like throwing
Comics
I'm
that
saying?
haven't seen your shit every week,
Right.
That's the difference.
and a lot of them are newer, unjaded.
Sure.
You still get some it's a new group
It's just
of
a different.
assholes.
Gotcha.
It's
Gotcha.
it's like my dad always says about his job. He's like, I'm just ready for some new assholes.
And we brought it back
Yeah,
around to
every
assholes.
time, dude.
I think we know the name of
guy's
this podcast.
This guy's
episode.
enchanted, dude, by fucking butt play. He loves it.
It's been a secret that's been hidden from us men for years.
I'm intrigued, dude. You've been talking about this for a
It's
little
not
while.
really hidden. I just thought you
Passionately
had,
talking about it, nonetheless.
it's not really been hidden.
It's
I
just been
thought-
forbidden.
You've unlocked.
Yes. Yes.
You've unlocked Pandora's box, dude. It would seem.
The Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
Pandora's box has a brown eye.
It makes them so happy, dude. That's why I'm like.
I
oh.
hope my mom doesn't listen to this one.
Oh,
She will.
she's going
You haven't been on for a while, so she's going to listen.
I just love it when all you door guys laugh about your butthole.
She's such a sweet lady.
Hi, Tyler's mom.
You just worked a entire weekend for the first time in a while.
I did. I don't know the last time I worked that many days in a row.
I
You
appreciate
did the whole deal?
I did the whole deal.
Thursday
Oh, fuck
through
that.
sold out shows all the way through. TJ Miller.
Was that just a request, like TJ request?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so I also worked Tuesday too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
For Tony Baker.
Tony Baker.
show.
We did
Oh,
the
that
Tuesday show.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Me,
Oh, yeah, you
so
came
good.
down.
Me, you, and Tanner.
Yeah. I haven't worked with Tyler in forever.
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't.
you met the new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a butt.
Bet he has a butthole though.
He's skinny.
He is.
Skinny.
He's a nice dude.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. Just needs a butt.
Uh,
God damn it.
Calm down, dude. All right.
So Thursday, I'm in there with TJ, and he was going over all his sound cues and all the stuff like that. And then he's like, all right, cool. And then later we were talking. He's like, so you guys happy to be full back open again? I was like, yeah. I said, it's nice to get sold out show like this and have a Thursday because I only work Thursdays and I've been working 1 or 2 weeks a month and I'm perfectly okay with that. And he's like, oh, well, who's gonna be here Friday and Saturday? I was like, I don't even know. I don't know who does the sound on those days. He's like, oh, well, is there a reason you can't work? I was like, no, I don't have anything on this weekend. He's like, oh, so are you gonna work? And I was like, I guess I can work. Because last time he was in town, he told me, he's like, when I'm back next, you need to work every show for me. I was like, all right, this is not still doing Saturdays. And I was like, all right, I can probably do that. And so I told my wife, I was like, hey, TJ probably going to ask me to work every show. And so then when he did that, I texted her and she goes, all right, tell him that you'll do it, but he has to be on your podcast. And so we tried to make that shit happen, but it didn't work out.
So come on out, TJ.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Don, get off the mic.
Yeah.
Does he do a bunch of musical shit or what?
So
Juggling.
he does juggling, and he didn't do it Thursday or Friday, but he did it Saturday. He did a glow in the dark juggling with the glow in the dark balls, and there's a music cue for that. And then he asked, he's like, hey, are you back? He has the sound guy. He's like, Vinny, are you back there? And I come on the mic. I was like, yeah. And then he's like, turn off the lights. And so then he has all the lights come off. And then he goes, okay, Vinny, turn off all the lights, all of the exit lights, all of the security lights. And then I have to come on the microphone and go, that's illegal. And then he says, leave on the security lights. And then he says, play the music. And then he does stuff like that. But then he was also doing something this time where at the end of his show, he closed every one of his shows by doing a completely random set. So beforehand, he had everybody fill out little pieces of paper, and he made an announcement, and I made an announcement for them to put like the title of a joke that would be on like a comic set list, but it had to be clean. You know, his example was like, you know, hairy or sexy homeless people legs, you know, things like that. And so then the producers, when then he had a camera crew with him, and then they would take all those things, they would take a picture of them and then put it in a PowerPoint. And then at the end of his set, the whole thing, he would then do this where we would run that video up there, and then he would, you know, do a joke based off of just that set list that was up there. And so it was, you know, and he would say, you know, you ready for the never seen before, never going to be done again Omaha Thursday show set, or, you know, Friday show. And then they're going to
like true improv basically is what
right,
it was.
basically
you know?
true improving that whole last stuff. And then when there was something that he didn't like or something that he needed some time to come up with, then he had the bucket brought up there of all the ones that didn't make it in the slideshow. And then he would, you know, do a random couple of those as well. And some of them were pretty good. Some of them were just, you know, just random stupid crap that people wrote down. But yeah, no, it went really well. And then the camera guy said they're gonna take all that stuff, and they may put him as little specials of the whole thing. They may clip some of that stuff out and just put them up as, like, you know, one-liner type, or not one-liner, but like, you know, one joke things, and put them out as like a little 3-minute clip of, you know, here's TJ's improv jokes. So what they're gonna do with it, I don't know. They don't know. But
TikTok.
yeah, it could
Maybe.
be. But yeah, no, it's super cool.
Is that why second show Friday you were like he wanted no tolerance on people yelling out because they were filming that shit?
Yeah, because there was
makes more
that
sense.
really drunk fucker that came in.
He wasn't bad though.
He wasn't bad. There was some guy out at the
fucking
bar.
threatened him, dude.
Yeah, did you really?
Well, we told the people that were going, they wanted to sit next to him.
Oh yeah.
And I told the
Oh,
lady,
yeah.
and I was like, hey, I'll let you sit next to him if you tell that guy in the white shirt that he needs to be quiet, or I'm going to kick him out. And she's like, that's not on us. And I was like, you said you know him. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not going to kick you out, but I'm going to kick that dude out if he's loud. And she's like, okay. And I think they fucking probably told that dude, because that dude also came out, and I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about something, and I yelled out, get my dick out of your hand. And that guy was walking with his back turning, like turned around and like smiled and fucking kept walking.
I just like how Davis, like, there's probably a how to handle drunk people, like the standard operating, like, okay, get him up, and you just don't follow that at all.
What do you
like,
mean?
Hey, you go tell that guy to shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna kick him out, or the getting really close in the dude's face, I'll fucking kill you.
That guy threatened me, dude. That guy threatened me, bud.
I'm gonna go listen to the tape on that one.
He did. He told me next time I saw him, him and his buddies were going to be coming down that hallway towards the podium. Oh. And he was also like fucking 75 years old and hammered. And he
I would have taken him.
So yeah, I told him I was going to kill him.
We had some more drunk people the late
I'm gonna
Saturday
take
too.
your social security check.
Man, we really had a breeze Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday was a breeze.
There was
compared to-
nothing.
No. Yeah, there was.
Except for the fuck.
You've
Except
been
for
a
the
real
kitchen.
diva since you've been out on the road lately, dude. You got a fucking Yaris. You're living like a king, dude.
I'm
Getting
not
your
living
asshole
like a
fucking
king.
licked. Fucking dining on gas station chicken legs.
Whoa, those two things don't go together. Maybe you can get Casey's to sponsor you and the asshole eating.
I don't think they're into that. They're a wholesome company.
You never
Wait,
know.
is there a competition?
They took over Buc-ee's. They're not that wholesome.
They took over everything. Fantasies, Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
What's a fantasy?
Really?
I mean,
I've never
Wait,
seen
where-
Some would say
someone getting their butthole licked?
Yeah. Some would say getting your butthole licked is their fantasy.
Vinny said it first.
I've never seen a fantasy.
That gas station over there across the street used to be a Fantasies.
The one that was closed when we went to get you chew one night, we had to drive like 30 miles.
They have
Like,
strippers?
Out here sucks for gas stations and all that.
Your fancy West Omaha.
Well, that's because like 8 years ago, this was all fucking corn out here.
It's
That's
all
true.
closed at 8.
And then there's nobody out here. I mean, there's no reason to be out here after 8 o'clock.
There's probably some barns.
It's when all the white people go to bed.
Yeah, they either go to bed or go to Copacabana swinging.
Oh, is that where you go to get your butthole licked?
You could get it licked.
Oh, there's a lot you could.
Oh,
have
you know
happen.
about this too?
What,
Yeah, I don't know.
Copacabana?
Yeah. What's the
Oh, it's interviews everywhere.
It's fucking old.
I don't
nerd,
either.
dude.
We went out. I don't remember what show it was, but there was.
I used to
interviews
bang a
taken
waitress
there.
out there,
Oh yeah,
and that's how it came about.
Where
We
is
started
this
going
at?
on
cigar bar.
It's close.
It's like 15 minutes from here, if
yeah,
that.
if that. It's west.
Legacy is the shopping area called. I
We
believe.
watched.
Oh.
What was it? It was a couple times we were there. Someone got.
It's a greasy kind of.
It's gross.
It's a greasy cigar lounge that is like it's not grease. It's cocktail waitresses, leather couches.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Our new sponsor is Copacabana.
Yeah, way to fuck our sponsor.
Tour guys brought to you by Copacabana, sleaziest joint in town.
One time we were there and some lady got the weave snatched off her head.
What
like,
the fuck?
It just pulled it off, and then of course, what happens when you're a bald guy? Then someone's like, "Here you go." And the worst
So you
part
had
of
a
it-
new weave?
Well, yeah, but the worst part was I really had to think about which bathroom to use. Like I was really concerned that I was going to make a wrong choice. And then she came drunken over there. She looked at me and she's like, "Hey," and like snatched it back off.
Like she didn't even know it was gone.
Nah, I don't think so. She was.
It's a fun place.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Sounds crazy.
You should go. It's
Tour
That-
guys
that's
brought to you
where
by
that-
Copacabana. Get
That's
your
where that
weave
crazy.
snatched off.
That's where that crazy blonde worked.
oh, I know who
from
you're talking
Barley.
about.
Yeah, I'm one of the cocktail waitresses I hung out with for a little bit.
Look at you cocksmith.
Well, okay,
When I first got here, I had fun.
can I tell the
Sounds like you
like
still
my
do.
version of that story of when that happened?
Oh yeah, I don't.
Is that like so we're at Barley.
does.
We're at Barley and like Tyler, like I don't think I was next, but I was just kind of hanging out to the side where the host stands, and Tyler's like looking
this is
around.
where the old. This is where open mic.
Yeah,
used to be,
the
like,
open
main
mic.
one,
Yeah. Like the best open mic. And
Right.
It's sad thinking about that it's closed. But Tyler's like scanning the audience, and he's like, some chick just DM'd me and that she liked my set and blah blah blah. And I like look over and I see this very attractive blonde.
She was in the audience.
She was.
Oh yeah,
and
she
then
was there.
And
she
then
hunted me.
oh yeah. But like, but he's like looking for her, and I see this blonde that she's at the bar ordering 2 drinks and keeps looking at him, and I'm like, I think it's the blonde up there, and he looks and he's like, no, that's not my league right there. And then
There was no
there
way.
was no way, and then she comes over, she's like, I think you were really fun. I just backed out, just faded away.
Yeah, I ended up chasing that crazy bitch around town for a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
That was
Broke your
wild.
heart, dude.
No, I more was like, you have to go.
Oh, she
This is
was
not-
crazy.
Oh yeah,
But then
what-
she kept pulling you back into the fold, though.
Oh yeah, I
Tell us.
literally I tried to break up with her
I love the
outside
story.
of the. It was me and Haley Raven. Have you seen her do comedy? She's hilarious.
Oh.
No relation.
I don't remember.
It was me. It was me and Haley Raven, and then
love
somebody
Haley.
else outside the Down Under lounge, and this girl's there, and we're out in the parking lot. Me and her are not getting along. So I'm like, okay, this isn't working, is it? I'm like, we're just gonna have to not hang out anymore, break up, right? She goes, okay, don't do that. Do you want to choke me tonight?
What the fuck?
Yes, in front of me. She's like, let's go back and have chokes. I'm like, what? And it wasn't like, that wasn't like my thing that I, like, she just brought it. She's like, do you want to have chokes? And then,
And
kind of, yeah, I do. Then we hung out a few more weeks.
Who knew that choking was the
She knew how
mender
to
for
get
all
you back, dude.
relationships?
She knew how to get you back, dude. You were
Oh,
angry.
she was a temptress. She smoked cigars all the time, drank
Oh,
like,
yeah.
made fun of me for drinking Crown Royal. Said that's low class. I was
What?
like,
That's
Where?
low class.
Yes.
Crown Royal was made for the Queen of
That's
England.
what- I was
It's in
like-
Canada, dude.
Dude, he was drinking Crown Royal Apple. That,
No, just regular old Crown Royal.
she set off my white trash radar because I think I overheard her at the bar say I would look a lot younger if I didn't drink so much. And I was like, ooh, yes, you probably would.
She is, yeah, she was wild.
She was older than you.
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
she looked it, though. No, she didn't.
I don't know. She was 25, maybe. I don't know. She was legal. She worked at a bar.
I would hope so, because this is not the place to be talking about your illegal affairs.
Well, she's the very few.
No, do talk about it. man.
Usually I don't date younger women.
Everyone
I've
will
always. Typically I go up in age. I was one
That's
of
what I
those.
thought.
I was one of those like 23-year-olds that was, like to sniff around with 46-year-olds.
You're real jealous of dudes these days banging their hot teachers, for sure.
Yeah. Or their stepmoms.
I think so. We know the two categories Tyler searches on Pornhub.
I'm the like my wife's older than me, but Caleb Salvatore. Have you ever met his mom? He's a local comic. I did a show for him, and like this lady like walked by, and I was like, "Who is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's my mom." I'm like, "Is she single?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Even better." I'm like, "Oh, great." He's like, "Yeah, I heard it all the time. I had a really young mother." Like that. I'm like, "Oh, I bet you did."
What's up, Caleb's hot mom?
Yeah. No, he was laughing the whole time with it. Nothing new.
I used to work at I guess it was 24-hour fitness when it first came here. I worked like the front counter, like scanning people, like back when I was like 19.
Really?
Scanning people's things. Yeah. They took over the Omaha Country Club that was in where Menards is on 120th and Dodge right now. If you live in the Omaha area, used to be a plaza and it had Omaha Country Club, so it already had like the pool and stuff inside that plaza, and they took over that before they like built all their buildings around. And these two fucking ladies used to come in there and like fuck with me. They'd start pranking and stuff on the phone, like moaning in the phone, being all fucking crazy. And they were older, and it was the best, dude. Until they fucking left a message at my home phone, and my mom heard it.
Oh, shit.
They took me to Hooters one time. They just like make out at the table, and so like everyone in the place is like looking at me, dude. And I'm like, "What the fuck? This is the best shit ever."
Did you capitalize on this?
How so?
We only want butt stories.
Older women are temptresses, dude.
Oh, I love it. Like the sirens in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Come
great.
to the water.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
They turned Pete into a
Horny
toad.
It's a fucking great movie.
Speaking of
That's
horny
when you
toads,
found out. Oh shit! Sorry.
sorry, dude. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's the first time I found out George Clooney was funny. Like he never really did
That is true.
comedy
Yeah,
before that, and
That's a good movie.
It's a great,
It's a great movie.
They found they showed it to us every year in school. In some
Really?
class. Yeah.
Oh, that'd have been
Well,
In
because it was
school?
because it was the Greek.
Odyssey.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Greek
yeah.
Odyssey.
Yep.
So usually every year we had some class where we watched it.
That's awesome.
And
That's
that
nice.
scene where they're in the water, I was always tingling. I was like,
You had to carry a book out over your lap when you walked out.
Tyler's got his shirt tucked weird. He's like, I'm a Dapper Dan man.
I carried books a lot. For some
To
reason,
hide your boners?
at lunch, I always got boners at lunch.
Is there? I mean, you're a bigger guy.
But that's
Turned
where
him on.
Because of the
No,
pizza they were
the
serving?
lunch ladies,
But
the
like
older
on-
ladies.
on Fridays we had to wear khakis in our football jerseys tucked in. So very streamlined. I would always get a boner and always have to carry a couple books to lunch, not coming from class. I'd just go get some books, take them to lunch with
You're
me.
just walking around holding books over your dick, dude.
That's the
not how you
move,
hold
man.
books, man.
That is when you got a boner in
You
school.
carry them in
No,
kind
you
of a...
tuck it in your belt, dude.
He's humming Lunch Lady Land from Adam Sandler. While he's doing it.
Here,
Skip into lunch.
I was very late bloomer. I didn't hit puberty until like a couple years after everybody else.
So boners, no hair?
And my parents also, we started out like real Christian where they didn't want to show us a movie or shit like that. Like, so I didn't know anything about sex ed, like going into
No
high school.
R-rated
I didn't know
movies.
shit. So here's the stupid thing I did that I said to a girl at a basketball game. I did not realize what happened. She was wearing white shorts. And I there was blood on her butt. And I had no clue
Rough anal.
that I thought she had sat in blood. And my buddy is trying to tell me, like, no, girls have their periods. She's having a bad problem.
Life is a sitcom.
So
His life for sure.
this girl is like, we're in the hallway. She's like 50 feet in front of me. And he's like, I'm telling him, dude, we got to tell her. He's like, no. And I was like, Brandy. And then he's like, no. I'm like, dude, I have to tell her. I'm like, you must have sat in some blood. You have blood on the back of your shorts. She turns and then takes off running.
Oh, God.
And then I'm like, oh, God. I don't, like, we got finally bleeding like that. And then that's when I learned what a period was. He's like, dude, girls. And I'm like, what? Why the fuck
Was your
didn't my
mind blown?
I was like, why
Yeah.
the fuck didn't my parents let me watch the movie? In fifth grade?
So you didn't get to watch the sex ed movie?
No.
Really?
The miracles of the old self-cleaning oven.
I mean, that's good. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but then he fucking embarrassed some chick in the hallway.
But I mean, I thought I was being a good person.
yeah, you were trying to do the right thing. Was she pissed at you after that?
We never spoke about it ever.
what about the rest of the ladies that were in the hallway? Were they pissed?
No, only one woman in the hallway. So it's probably weirder. It was one woman and a couple dudes. And then one running. Okay, that got weird.
One running.
The worst is I was with it was me, the principal's son was my best friend because their dads taught together. So it's me, the principal's son, and then, a pretty young basketball player with blood all over her shorts that we embarrassed for the rest of her high school career.
Oh, she was a player.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's even worse.
Yeah. But like she was a player, but just like getting ready for the game, not in her. She was in like her nice dress up for school when
okay.
they have a sports.
So when like she was out there playing the game with that.
No.
All right.
I didn't like yell it out on the court. Hey, ref! Tell that.
You guys see bloodbutt over there?
Number 16, check your pants.
Personal foul.
Stop the game. Give me the mic.
Red cards are for soccer.
Oh, shit. Speaking of horny toads, Sean, Sean, you did your first drag show
Yep.
recently.
I had a boner the whole time.
Hair, though?
Where'd your wife get you a trimmer for Christmas?
I don't take care of it. She takes care of it. But anyways, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
Sounds more like she just deals with it.
Does your wife trim it with a trimmer, or does she eat it like a goat?
I didn't say that one.
Can I say something right now?
Yeah,
My wife listens to these,
I know.
and
What's up,
she
Chrissy?
hates you.
They say goats will eat an old pair of boots.
Chrissy, I didn't say any of this.
Oh, you're a part of it. Vinny.
I'm innocent over here.
You wrote that down on a piece of paper and told me to say that.
Hey, I got camera. I fucking kept the camera on us. That was not me.
But yeah, it was fantastic. There's nothing better than drag show. It's so fun. I don't know.
Had you seen a drag show before this?
Oh yeah.
See, because when I worked my first one, I had never been to one.
Me neither.
Yeah, I have friends that are humans, and they are that way, and
What?
and so I've been to.
Because I told him he couldn't say trannies.
But not all drag is trannies, right?
That was worse. That was a worse way to put it. I would have rathered he say trannies than that creepy shit.
No, Some of them are just dudes that like to dress. Like I said, the story I always say is my wife was up here, she was hammered, and she was like after the show with one of the queens and was like, hey, Davis, come meet him. This is Avi, whatever. And then she walked away and this dude's like, hey, man, my name is Josh or whatever. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. He's just like, he wanted me to know he's just some guy who fucking likes to dance and, you know, likes the pageantry of life, dude.
Yeah.
My wife came to one of them. She had a great time. Like she
Here?
Oh yeah,
they're so fun.
Yeah, she came to one here and she wants to come to like literally every one of them. She's like, it was amazing. But she kept referring to the drag queens as gay, and I'm like, you don't know that. Like they're not. And she's like, she just couldn't fathom it. And then I was at an open mic, and what's the comic from Lincoln who dresses in drag? Steve, yeah, Steve was there dressed, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot about you. I'm like, hey, let me take your picture to show my wife that there is a straight white dude that dresses in drag.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, so she just couldn't believe it. I don't know. She's sheltered.
I can tell you none of the performers this past one were
None of the humans.
none of the humans. I was told not to use that, so what else am I supposed to say?
I just kind of want to hear him say it now. That's all I wanna do.
I mean, it's correct.
They are humans.
We are all humans, and they are humans also.
Yes.
It's like Davis dancing around not saying retards. Like, it's not a good look.
I don't recall what you speak of.
Franks the beans.
So, how full was the show? Was it a packed out show?
Yeah, it was packed out.
So it was night before Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
And that is the bar night, I feel like.
It is, and it used to be the Medicine Hat night because we would always do
gotcha.
2 shows on that Wednesday. We'd do a regular show, and then the late show would be the X-rated show, the dirty show. And then he'd always laugh on that second show, and he's like, there's no other club in the country right now that's did 2 sold out shows the night before Thanksgiving.
Right.
I was like, no, you're right, Jay. And now we're doing it with drag shows.
Yeah.
They did.
Would that make Jay happy or no?
Oh, he'd love it.
I think he'd love it.
He'd love it.
Yeah.
I'm sad I never got to see Jay like at all. I have 2 uncles that have seen him multiple times, and they never have a bad story about him. It's always.
I don't think I've ever heard a bad story
Yeah.
about. Everyone's always praises him. Who's seen him, worked with him, everything.
There were a few bad shows. Sean knows, but
It's the first I've heard of this.
oh yeah, it was great because he would get pissed off at the audience, like if they just weren't into it, and he only got like 1 or 2 people hypnotized, and a lot of times it was a drunk crowd, more drunk crowd.
Right.
He'd get all pissed off, and he was like, "Fuck you guys, you don't want to be here, I don't want to be here." And then he'd fucking roll through everything. He would do the bare minimum, wake him up, and get out of here. And it was like, okay.
Matthew Steele, he doesn't dress like a lady. He just has elaborate costumes.
Yeah. Very
Neither does
elaborate
Victor.
and very revealing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, he likes to get jiggy with it.
Yeah. It's definitely stuff I wouldn't wear.
You don't have the body for it.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you should try and wear it, I think.
I know.
Next podcast episode.
All right.
We should do a shirtless door guys podcast.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm down.
We're recording these with video now, right?
Yeah. Well, why would we? It'd be gay if we
This
did it without the
this
recording.
guy's just trying to get to the point where he can show his second butthole.
Dude, I'm going to need that video beforehand so I can Photoshop
Edit
Scott's head on mine.
Watch the one that we decided to go shirtless. Andres will be like, "I'll be back on the podcast again."
That's what him and you can be my first guest on my new hot tub podcast.
Well, we've done a poolside one
That
with you
is true.
that we never released.
I do have that. Maybe we should release that. That is an extra one. I should listen.
Yeah,
to it.
release it. I want the Christmas, the forbidden episode. I don't care if it's released just to me. I want to hear it. Just because I've heard the Gary Curtis one, and that was painful, and then like the Ty Walsh talking shit about other comics at the end, which I had to fight. I'm like, oh, I could hear you at the end talking shit. He's like, what did I say? I'm like,
Who is it? Who did he talk about?
See, I don't remember who we were talking.
I wasn't here.
No, you didn't say any names.
No, you didn't say any. All he did was ask like good mics around, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll let you know where the good ones are and stuff like that. But anyone who runs a mic that Gary doesn't show up to, he'd be like, fucking Tyler was talking shit about.
Yeah, Jason Regan.
Just get a hold of Front Bud at the Winchester.
Sean strikes again.
And then the last time I was on, that wasn't aired for technical. Thank God. So I'm happy that one wasn't aired. So
I was upset. We had you and Ty Ingram, who wasn't able to make it today because he had a job. He has a job, I guess.
Yeah,
so
he didn't lose it yet.
He didn't want to lose it to come here. And I thought it was a pretty good one. You did get a little drunk, Don.
Hella drunk.
You have
got
apologized
a drunk.
for it maybe for 3 months straight now.
Yeah, and let's be real. Like, I don't apologize for things either.
This
but
is
I
true. You did yell at a guy for putting a flyer on your door and posted a video about it.
No, he threatened me. I wasn't yelling. He threatened me. I just said
I saw another one where a guy, he was maybe campaigning, which I'm not talking shit. You're like, hey, you can come take this back off my door.
I thought he put it in the mailbox, which is illegal. Like, that has to have postage to go in the mailbox. So I thought that's what he did. And then he was like, oh, no, I hung it on your door. I'm like, well, take it off. I'm like, and he starts to walk away. I'm like, now. And then
he's
like
like,
that
okay.
shocked him. And he's like, are you Don Seager? I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, shut my door. I hate people putting shit on my house. Like, that just annoy like you and your fucking homeowners shit, like them like, oh, you have to ask to do that would, like, you're using the term
I don't ask
I
them.
know, but like, you're not using the term my property right, because like you have to ask permission with everything, and
I'll never fucking do that shit.
I mean, technically, I guess I'm supposed to get permits for a lot of the stuff.
See, that's
I've
what I'm
done.
saying, dude.
Yeah, that's the city.
Yeah, but what they don't know.
I
They
used
don't come
to
around.
not have a doorbell at all. I mean, there was a physical doorbell, but it did not ring. Best shit ever. Recommend it to anybody because fucking you never answer your door.
No, dude,
it's the best.
The Ring or Night Owl those are great.
That's what I have now, and it's great. But
oh, I love it because I can at work tell people to get off my property. I'm like,
You can be a remote asshole.
yeah. Oh, it's the best. Like having a shitty day at work, and all of a sudden someone rang your doorbell. I'm like, this motherfucker. But then I have this new neighbor that comes over like too much. We're gonna have to have a conversation about
you
that.
guys have a lot in common or something?
No,
You invite them to poker?
No. They're
Is it
like
a lady.
It's a lady and a guy. They're like kind of younger. Like they don't have any kids, or they have cats. And
Oh,
I'm
they're
like,
trying to party, dude.
get some fucking dogs. No, they're not. They're
Swingers.
pretty lame. Like they don't make a lot of noise, so they should be ideal. But I don't know. There's something about them I don't like.
They have a sex dungeon.
They Russian spies.
That's fine. Tyler would probably get along with them real good. But
So if you start seeing Tyler hang out in your neighborhood a while,
yeah,
you'll know.
I see a Yaris parked out there. Like, what the fuck is going on? No.
Can't bang in the Yaris. It's too small.
You're too big.
Can you sleep in the Yaris? You used to have a bed
No.
for your Buick.
Yeah, you used to
I
sleep in your
can't.
car.
Did the bed work that
So
well?
you've
in the
taken.
Buick?
I never tried the bed. I just have
it was
this
a
car
wasted
air
Christmas
mattress
present.
bed in my fucking closet.
That's for guests. That's a guest
Anybody
bedroom.
got a Buick?
You need to find a lady that owns a Buick.
I would consider myself a good friend of Tyler's, and I would not want to sleep in the guest bed at his apartment.
The smallest car I've ever had sex in is the Buick, but probably
I was waiting for a school bus, is what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I can make it work in a 2-door Monte Carlo.
You think?
No, I have.
There's no guessing on that one.
How many were the doors open at the time?
I've never not had like if I have car
In
sex,
every car?
I'm the one seated, like they're on top of me.
So they're doing all the work.
Oh, you never? Yeah, you
have
never
to.
put in the pounding in the car.
No, there's no room for me to do any.
They get
pounding.
off of you and they got quarters and shit stuck to their knees and stuff.
Jerky wrappers.
Lots of meat sticks.
Dude, it's his car. It's pennies, not quarters.
Next to the rodeo grounds in Dayton at the Landis Co-op used to be a good spot to pull around from the bar. And then they just climb over.
I'm gonna say, ladies, there's 100% chance if you had sex with Tyler in his Buick that you got a UTI for sure.
At minimum,
100%.
the bare minimum. I use the word bare again. Bare minimum.
I lived in Webster County for 10 years.
Sounds like a great place.
And I can say for sure I had sex more times by the river than I ever did in my
the Duke
apartment.
boys.
Yeah, there's just a spot where everybody pulled down to.
Yeah, I think, what do they call that?
I feel like that's what he's trying to tell all the ladies. Everybody pulls down here.
Yeah, right.
Public hunting ground parking lots are good places too.
Public hunting grounds?
Yeah.
No wonder you were into choking a chick. Like,
Yeah,
you're on
yeah.
public
Yeah,
hunting
yeah.
grounds, fucking, like, you're going to get
There's
shot.
definitely guys in deer blinds by themselves all morning going,
just
oh,
the
fuck,
parking
look at this
lots.
guy.
Just the accesses.
And why were you worried about that dude catching you fucking in a tent?
I wasn't.
Okay.
She was.
Oh, okay.
I rolled with it. I was,
All right.
once I saw the light go, I was like, well, we're good to go again. It's Squirrel Hollow, gal.
Everybody comes down here.
Didn't you slide that retard the money like through the fucking tent while you were banging?
Who's going to say fag now? Sorry.
You just did.
It's literally my favorite thing to say at the back line because it draws enough people like go, but enough people
You
laugh.
say it from stage?
Oh yeah, I got a
On
joke.
stage.
I get a joke where I get a punchline that gets a good laugh with that, and it's enough people like pull back, but there's enough people that laugh at it to
That's great.
counteract that. So
And to make you keep doing it.
exactly, and the owner hates it.
That's great. You
Is he a fag?
I'm staying out of this one.
This is the Friendship Podcast,
Don's making friends
where
again.
we make friends across Omaha.
Tyler's an ally.
I'm an ally.
An ally to all friends.
Yeah, we're allies to everybody. We just
Believe in freedom of speech.
yeah,
Ally
speak
cats.
the truth.
Cats or hats?
Ally cats.
Oh, ally cats.
Like alley cats.
Oh, is that what it's like? Oh boy. Finally.
That was a good place for that.
I had to remember which button it was on. I was like, is it green or red?
Is it going to be crickets or applause?
Yeah, I know.
Or a kid yelling? There's a kid yelling in there too, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it's
I turned it back.
yeah, these have been in here for a while. There's also some sad music.
I was going to play that when Don was going to be sad, but we pulled back.
Oh, it would have been. It gets real sad. If you want to talk about my upbringing, it gets real sad.
Stop that sound for a second.
Yes, sir.
Now get ready.
Okay.
Dead babies.
We're just blatant.
Do it
Wait,
again.
wait.
Do it again.
You said it wrong.
Tyler's prostate.
All right, is it my turn now? Are
My
we all
turn.
doing this? Okay.
Don as a MC.
You son of a bitch. You gonna bring up my email now?
Wait.
Like,
Oh yeah, I do have an email from you.
Andres' career at the Funny Bone.
I like this game.
all right, I got one before you bring up the email. All right, Tyler Kitchen is limit on tampons.
Incels.
I feel like this is what's playing as they're doing incel shit on the computer.
As they masturbate for the 5th time that day.
So we did, Don, you are one of our top emailers, and
With 4 emails sent.
Low bar.
I think this is 81, the 81st email you sent. This one is titled, it has the header on it, "How Dare You?"
I haven't seen this one.
And Don says, "How can you in this day and age think it's appropriate to give someone accurate criticism about their craft? I hope you like being canceled. P.S. Me not being the best opener is not new information. This is valid in all aspects of my life. I don't even go down on my wife anymore. I just state that I am not a good warm-up guy, and we should probably pay someone else to do that before I take a dry, running stab at her. Don Seager, 712.
310-6573. I'll finish it off. I don't give a shit.
And text Don with your complaints about any language you didn't like on this show.
I can forward it in email. It's no problem. No, yeah. And okay, so what I like about that is that you said it, for one, because it's completely accurate. And I really have a problem with comedy in this day and age, is where you can't say something like that to anyone. Like, people don't want to hear a criticism of them or what joke they're doing or whatever. Like, like, I don't give them unless someone asks, like, what did you like or didn't like or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's 100% accurate. Like, I generally don't like hosting. I really
I feel
hate
you're pretty decent at crowd work, and that's not a MC type
exactly.
deal. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
do that here. And
Right.
I say that when I run my own show where I can do whatever I want. Crowd
Right.
work, I can be dirty,
Right.
clean, whatever. And so I mean, it's not that I can't. It's that
yes.
I'm not comfortable unless it's in like this environment, because it's not so much that it's structured, but there's like, hey, you can't do crowd work. You have to be fairly clean and all
Right.
that. Not my strong suit.
Well, we don't say you can't do crowd work with us. We just, you shouldn't.
Oh no,
do
I've
crowd work.
I've been told don't do it.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, you got lucky because there's been some other open mic winners that have got up there and tried to do crowd work, and it's like, what the
Right.
hell are you doing?
I was on Covey's Mustache for Kids charity show thing
Yep.
that he did.
Yeah.
And I had planned on, I was like, well, this is my one opportunity where I can just do all crowd work. Like,
Yeah.
crowd work, I can roast people, whatever. And that was my plan. And then Colleen was here that night, and I was like, fuck, this is like an audition now. I'm like, God damn it. So I didn't end up doing any of it. I think Ty was headlining, and I was going to get the whole crowd because he had like a small group of family. I told him I was going to fuck with him, and then Colleen was here, and I'm like, I don't think I should do this because he's headlining. I didn't want to like fuck with him too much. But my whole plan was to convince the audience that, you know, he was in a car crash, he broke his leg, like most of his family knew that, and like it would be new info. And then I'd be like, but now he has problems hearing. I'm like, so when he gets brought up to the stage, don't clap, just do the jazz hands for him. So he was, like, my plan was to have him brought up to no applause at all, which is just fucking the worst for a comic. Yeah, exactly. But no, it's like, it's a completely accurate statement. So like, I appreciated that you said it, because I was like, oh yeah, he's 100% right. Vinny agreed a little too hard for my taste with it, but
Call him like I see him.
I feel like part of, some of the stuff that we do here is we try to ask questions to comedians, or even from you guys or Ty.
We ask comedians and you guys.
There's been some advice given on this show by either national touring comedians or you guys that is good for up and coming comics, and I feel like that's just something that's like helping. Like, you need to know that, like, there's different types of things. If you didn't know that you can, emceeing's a little different than, being a headliner or whatever. If you didn't already know that, that kind of. And my thing is, I cheer and I want everyone to be funny. Like, that's why I think on the last episode I kind of went off about people like talking shit or whatever on like message boards and stuff. Like, that's dumb to me. Like, why wouldn't everyone root for everyone to be funnier or to get funnier? And if you're not there, then get fucking funnier. Like, if you're butthurt about like not being on a certain show or getting feeling like you got snubbed at the Funny Bone or something, then get funnier.
Yeah,
to
for
where
sure.
like people are like, oh, we got to have this person because they're so funny, or just keep working on it. That's all. And I fucking want to cheer for everybody, especially in the local comedy community, to be funny and to be funnier and to get, that'd be awesome. Think if everybody was fucking headlining comedians, how fucking cool, how cool of a problem would that be to fucking have,
Yeah.
But the problem being is you can't like you want everyone to get better, but again, giving anyone criticism, especially if they don't ask for it, but you're like, hey, you're really going, then people have such fragile egos in this comedy thing that they're just break down.
To accept the criticism. I feel like
all comics are a little fucked in the head.
No, I'm not saying we're not fucked in the head, but like, I mean, Tyler,
some of the national touring ones.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's
biggest little
not
bitches.
just the local ones.
True.
Some of the guys that go around the whole country, their ego is so fragile that you got to be careful what you say. That you give them the not even criticism, but just you don't give it a positive enough, and then you've ruined their night.
Right. But I'm saying like even Tyler can probably attest to this, that as a comic at the level, whatever level you're in the local scene, I get told no 100 times more than yes in this scene about anything. You're gonna get, being a comic is rejection for a good majority of it. And if you can't even handle that, or someone saying like, oh, this joke didn't work, or you need to given any type of criticism, like, you're not gonna make it.
Not at all.
And that's what in my opinion, the downfall of what comedy would be. We need to be super inclusive. We need to support each other no matter what. Like, no, if it's not funny, don't fucking laugh.
Yes.
Right.
No pity laughs.
After I hosted for Frank Caliendo, he straight up said to me, he goes, how long you been doing this? I did not have a good night. He goes, I said 6 years. And he goes, well, you definitely have a character.
Did he say it to you in your own voice?
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
He was some friend, Colleen's said something about oh, we have him here. He's like, well, he definitely has a character. And then just turned around.
Yeah.
Okay. His crowd was not into me.
That's the type of shit that'll fucking just eat at you for days. Dude.
Oh,
why is this fucking guy talking to me like this?
Only days.
I'm not saying it shouldn't bother you either, but God, it's just.
Well, it should bother you enough to change it.
Yeah, exactly. And I never did a single Zoom mic ever, and I'm very proud of that because
that was the pandemic fad.
Yeah,
right?
and
it's
Bill
still going on, I guess.
It's to an extent.
Certain areas.
Bill Queen in our scene said it the best. He's like, I'm doing this because it's fun and I like to do it. I'm not getting famous doing what I'm doing here. He's like, why?
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, why would I subject myself to that crap because that's not fun. And I watched 3 of them just to get a feel for it because I was kind of scratching at the paint a little bit. Fuck, I want to do something. And it was just god awful. Watching people laugh just to be supportive. And I'm like, no, now that person thinks that that's a good joke. And it's not.
And it's not.
It's a good premise, but it's not a good
I
joke.
did one Zoom I liked. The mics were bad, but I did one show with New York people that I liked. But it was because I knew that they were already, they were part of the scene there. And
right.
So it was okay when that was fun. But the mics, they sucked.
Yeah. And then, they tried to, I had people arguing, it's a good way to network. I'm like, I don't want to network in this fashion. I don't want to network in this negative environment of, it's horrible. And I don't want to know these people that are thinking they're doing good and then trying to transfer that to a stage and then getting, because there's a couple of them here that, talk about crushing on Zoom. And then they get on a stage and well, this just isn't my environment.
I'm telling you,
people
crush on Zoom.
That's their words, not mine.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if you are an attention-starved, need validation person, get a fucking TikTok, because I am. But I mean, really, put it out. Go get followers and shit like that, or do things. Put out videos or sketches.
Yeah.
And because Zoom ain't getting fans.
I don't want followers.
That's true.
I hate. And that's that's the problem with my show.
But the thing I'm seeing anymore is you have to have
I know.
At the club level.
No, I'm not arguing that. My analogy was going to be my locally ran show. Like it was just kind of it's a thing that fell into my lap. I didn't even want it, honestly, but it fell into my lap, and the owner was just cool, like really cool, very supportive of comedy, and it slowly kind of built to we pretty much pack the place every week now, and now it's like, oh fuck, now I actually have to like
do it,
put effort in.
It,
I gotta clip videos, I gotta do like I hate it. I hate it, but I love it because like it's great for the venue. Like that's the thing that makes running a show the best is like when the owner is very supportive, wants to make it work, like has a plan as to what he wants versus what I'm trying to do, and it snakes together or whatever.
Right.
Like who would have thought I would have a Wednesday show that we get, like 40 to 50 people in a very small bar, on the last Wednesday of the month, except for this one.
Yeah. We have a Zoom show coming up at my work, for the IS department on Friday. They're doing a IS appreciation thing, and on Friday for like an hour, there's some comic that there is coming on. I don't remember the guy's name, but
Gary Minky.
Chad Zuma.
No, I said I don't remember his name. I would remember those names. But yeah, so
You'd remember those names and make a call. No.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, you might want to rethink that.
I want to do Zoom corporates. If I'm getting paid for it, I haven't got one opportunity.
I mean,
yet
you are
for it, but-
I mean, you are a fucking prince of the world, dude, diva. You fucking didn't want us to cuss. Fucking this guy.
Yaris.
Yeah, Yaris.
If it's money, I'm.
I'm very much of the mindset of it's got to sound fun to me. Like it really does, and that sounds like a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when things are off the rails, like when the lights went out here and like everything. Like I was trying to like hide my excitement for how I'm like, oh my god, this is great, because that's in my wheelhouse. Something's wrong.
I like
when
shit goes sideways.
Yeah,
too,
like I was trying not to.
Except when you're the one in the sound booth and it's going sideways on you.
Afterwards, like in retrospect, I like it. But yeah, when it's going on, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
It's
That's just my
fine.
nervous brain that was like, oh.
It's fine if it's not your fault.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
is
where I
true.
was at. And like the credit card machines weren't working because they had no power,
Yeah.
and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, Daisy, do you have the old like things? Because you're gonna have to get those out.
The what things?
The
old
like
credit card.
the like
swiper.
carbon
Oh,
copy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, how else are you gonna do it? She's like, we do somewhere. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
in the ticket booth.
Oh, you got them. Did you just have like one?
I think we have one. Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
we used to have to do that. I mean, backups, and then they had to do it for some reason up in the ticket booth. Every now and then there were certain payments that they had to do that
Half
for.
the credit cards out there don't have wouldn't be able to make an impression.
Yeah,
That
nowadays.
is that is true.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
is
my
true.
new one wouldn't.
Yeah, my bank card wouldn't be able to. It's not raised like that.
And those are not chip friendly either.
I'm chip friendly.
Me too.
Barbecue.
I think we talked about those later. The
sour
Cobra got
cre-
chips before.
Yeah, sour cream and onion.
I haven't seen those in a while.
Oh, they're
Nah,
so
they stopped
good. I
making
think
them.
they're done. They
Yeah,
folded,
Too
dude.
bad.
Do you know what the new craze is with in my smoking group is taking
What are you guys smoking?
Yeah.
Pipes, dude?
No.
Bowls.
It's just taking a brick of cream cheese and then putting whatever seasoning you would like season meat with, and then smoking that for like 2 hours, and then taking it out. You can serve it right away, and it's just dip your chip into it. Like everyone's losing
It
their
doesn't
shit.
melt down in the smoker.
No,
you have it low enough.
yeah, you got to have it low enough, and it'll
might be
warm it and go.
delicious.
Cream cheese is solid too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's gonna melt, dude. If you get
Nah,
it high
that's
enough.
got a high melting
can
point.
do that
I
with-
love-
You
Yeah.
research this?
You
dude?
could do that with Velveeta.
no, you can do it.
No, Velveeta's too.
Velveeta's like rubber anyway.
Yeah, but it's got a low melting point.
This guy's all about science. He's talking about melting
I
points.
put
over
cheese in a crock pot.
You put cream cheese Philadelphia in there?
Cream cheese and ranch dressing and chicken and buffalo wing sauce. You make a buffalo chicken dip. And the cream cheese is always the
How
one.
hot do you have to turn it to fucking melt
turn it
the
on?
cream
You
cheese?
turn it on high.
1,000?
High for a couple hours.
Cream cheese is the best.
The cream cheese is the one
Yeah.
that doesn't melt down. But you know, I also made Velveeta and salsa and Velveeta and
it
chili.
eventually
and that
melts
shit.
down.
It does, but it takes a lot longer.
Yeah, I went to a Friendsgiving thing the day before
That
Thanksgiving.
sounds gay.
I know, right? I see that shit
Friendsgiving
all the
is the
time.
worst
It's
word.
like,
No, it was awesome. It was a
That's
bunch
so
of
fucking-
people that work at the bar. I have my
but
show
just
at.
say
so it
we
was-
just say we all hung out together. Why
they
the
called
fuck
it.
got to be
I was
Friendsgiving?
a guest. So
Did you
I'm
guys wear
calling it-
turkey
Were you a
hats?
plus
Fuck
one?
no, we drank
Turkey
like
hats.
adults. But one of the bar patrons like was there, and they're like, I brought some corn dip for everyone. I'm like, that sounds terrible, and it was I'm like, give me this recipe.
Corn dip?
Corn dip, and
Yeah.
it was. I'm like, I need this recipe in my life now. And it's,
You're in a lot of clubs, I feel like, John. I didn't know this about you. A Friendsgiving club,
Smoking
a
club,
smoking club.
gambling club.
oh, Davis knows about the gambling.
Oh, yeah,
club.
I need to come back to the gambling club.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sitting in his passenger seat.
I got
in
the gambling
club.
fever, you guys. I got the gambling fever.
It's crazy.
bad.
It's crazy addictive, and parlays are the worst. I fucking hate them so much.
I love them,
a love
and I hate them.
Yeah, I didn't hit my parlay this week.
That's why you're angry.
But if you would have hit it, you would have
And
loved
well,
it.
I'm angry because Andreas just told me the Niners lost, so that's fucking Seattle.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, go Seattle. That was my fantasy team. Might be going off again.
No, you suck.
I'm done with football today.
Oh, yeah, Vikings lost.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
lost
lost
to
by
the
the
winless
Lions.
Lions. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
in
like,
the
yep, I'm done with football. I
in
don't give a
the-
shit no more.
in the fantasy football group, the comics one, Ty's like 2-10-1, baby. He's like, here we come. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. There's still some weird scenario where they can make the playoffs.
I saw
and
that, and I
think
was like, yeah.
Who, the Vikings or the
No,
Lions?
the Lions.
Lions.
The winless, well, now
Now they got one.
one
They're
win
going for
Lions.
2. Yeah.
Go.
Davis, where are you at in the fantasy football rankings?
Moving up from last place, hopefully, after this week.
You're tied for last.
In hindsight, choosing the last pick of the draft was not a good idea, and also choosing 2 tight ends that were injured in the mid rounds is not a good idea by me.
Yeah, that's
Go
Sure.
ball.
I'll definitely have to research more next year.
This is how bad Davis is doing, is that Nate Precia's team, he wasn't there, so no one drafted for him, and then he just got the leftover scraps that were left.
Yeah.
But I also beat him head to head, so he'll fuck that. And Andres lost to him head to head, so I have that victory. on my side.
Andres did lose to Nate, but
And I
Nate's got
didn't
3
know.
wins.
You invited me to this league, and in my head, I'm like, oh, these guys are fucked. They're comics. They don't know shit about shit.
but they got all this free time to do all the research.
Yeah, no, they do. They know about football, dude. I was overconfident in my choosing. I wanted the bookend because it was a serpentine draft.
That's where I draft from. If I had
right?
it, I would have drafted there.
I
He just makes better picks.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm tied for first right now, so I would say
So
so.
yes, he makes better picks.
Look, we've had injuries.
Oh yeah.
This guy gave a speech about Ryan Tannehill. Fucking, like, what the fuck, dude? And
did.
yeah,
He's
go
garbage right
sports.
Yeah, and this fucker wore a Michael Vick shirt or jersey to my
did.
draft, trying to get my dogs to fight. And then
that's
one-
when,
That's hilarious.
That's
And-
when I started getting the gambling fever. And,
Yes. And then you,
Well,
So it's Don's fault.
yeah, he on one of the podcasts you talked about my dog biting someone, which
Yeah.
did happen. He
Oh
bit,
yeah, Dave
he
Kousgaard.
bit David Kousgaard, and Kousgaard looks like a Nazi youth, so I don't apologize at all. My dog made a judgment call. I don't apologize for that at all.
He does kind of look like he was on the Sound of Music.
He looks like he gets real uncomfortable raising his hand for anything now.
I think I might have got him riled up before.
Oh, yeah,
they
you
bit
kept
him.
David or the dogs?
Both of them. I was grabbing David by his collar and being like, "Come on, you fucker!"
Like you kept giving brisket to only one of my dogs,
Yeah, I
trying
know,
to
dude.
antagonize the other one.
I came for a party, dude. I thought that's what was going to happen.
And when the party's lame, Davis takes it up a notch.
did. And Daisy had, for the longest while, the most sound strategy of drafting, which was draft the most fuckable player. And
Her team was pretty good.
She
until
was a
everyone got hurt.
buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, until people started getting hurt.
Injury bug will get you.
Oh yeah.
She does have some hot dudes on her team.
If I had to pick somebody to low key run a dog fighting ring on the lam, it'd be Daisy.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see that? I could see her running some like illegal animal
I
fighting.
would think more,
I don't know about.
cockfighting
I
for
was gonna
sure.
say cockfighting. I don't know about dogs, but
Cockfighting.
I could see her running a cockfighting ring.
where she shows up and she's got like one of those black dresses she wears here, but she has like fucking chicken feathers coming out of her hair.
Of the losers.
She walks around, you have the losers that she collects, dude.
She's got a necklace of claws.
Who's gonna call me a cunt now?
Oh, she does all the calling at those fights.
Oh, yeah.
Pulling wads of cash out of her bra to fucking pay people off. roller skating the fuck out of there, dude.
Coffee cup.
Your coffee cup.
It's one of my favorite things about Daisy is the old C-bomb. She's like, has anyone called you yet? No? Oh, you cunt.
It gives her superpowers.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, but then I did it like one too many times. She's like, you don't have to celebrate it, Don. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
Fine line.
Sean loves to do it.
Sean's an old wizard, dude. Should we get out of here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, these things are hurting my ears.
Yeah, you're
You
over
look
there
a little
fidgeting
whiny.
a lot. I thought you were getting
Daddy
horny.
is a fucking princess,
Sean-
isn't he?
I know,
God damn.
Sean doesn't have them on his ears.
Yeah, he does.
You got it on one.
Come on.
He's a gamer.
He's switching each ear. That's a
No.
gamer thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gamers do one and then a mic.
You do the
Oh.
you do the off.
I
the
wouldn't have
off
sold
mic
my
ear.
Xbox if I knew that.
You got a PlayStation, you dumbass. Because I had to help him sell it, so I had to ride along.
Oh, that's right.
I got the same amount out of it I paid for it.
You did, and that's
That's
when
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's when the Buick didn't have any suspension. It was bouncing all over the place.
Is that why he sold the Xbox or
Yeah,
the PlayStation to get the suspension?
No.
Don, how do we get a PlayStation 5?
I don't have one, so I don't know how to. I don't know. Go online.
Walmart don't have any.
No, Walmart is strictly online only.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I was waiting for the that's
They don't even have
racist.
good games for it yet anyway. I'll just stick to my PlayStation 4.
I think my PS4.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 is the best.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Why?
good.
Why do anything else?
It's good stuff. Who's got a song, Sean?
I
The
think
first
Sean's
chance
gonna
any of you gets to get a PlayStation 5, you know you'll get it.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I won't say no, but
No, I wouldn't. I don't ever want the first gen of any console.
No,
Like,
no, me
ever,
either.
Ever.
yeah, but they're probably on second gen by now, aren't they? Or at least
No, not on PS5.
0.5.
No, they don't have microchips right now.
True. Yeah,
I just read
forget
somewhere
about
they fucking beat some sales record or something for PS5s. I'm like, who?
Probably
who the
online
fuck's
sales.
buying them
It's probably online sales because
Online.
that's really where the only place you can get them.
for $1,000?
I mean, a couple people have. Yeah,
That's how
fuck
much
that.
they cost.
well, aftermarket. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
secondary
because
market.
people just buy them all up and they fucking sell them.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's basically how you could get one.
Yep.
The only way.
Yep.
I have seen the new Xboxes around, like in stores.
Yeah, those
like
those are
retail.
pretty available, but the
Yes.
PlayStations,
Nope.
nope.
That's because nobody likes Microsoft.
Although I'm kind of excited for the Halo series that's coming out on Hulu.
Yeah. I'm a little pissed off that Microsoft got Bethesda products too. But
I
Bethesda
argued.
will make it on all platforms.
Well, I
think.
argued. I think Cowsguard posted something about that, and I argued with him, and I said, Microsoft's leaving too much money on the table if they try to limit that whole console down. I think they'll do like 3-month exclusive. Like you can only get it on.
at least 6 months. I can see him 6
yeah,
months.
maybe. Like, hey, it's exclusive until this date, and then you can get
Oh,
it. That's
yeah.
how it'll. And you know what? I'll fucking wait. I don't give a shit.
True.
I'll wait for my next Elder Scrolls.
I mean, the door guys thing is shaking. You guys see
I
that
know.
on
Look at that
YouTube?
thing.
There's a fucking winter tornado outside.
Sean, do you have any more pizza so I can fatten myself up before I go outside? I think I'm gonna get carried away.
You might get blown away.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for being here,
Thanks for listening.
dudes.
Don,
Thanks for having me,
Ty.
man. That was fun.
Ty, thanks for we haven't seen you in a while.
I
Thanks
know.
for coming back. You worked a shift and you were on the show.
Yeah, kick that.
Double.
He's a door guy again.
Double
Yeah.
this week.
This is proof that I cannot take over a podcast, so I feel pretty good about it.
That's good.
There's a lot less whiskey this time.
I think
There was zero whiskey, I feel
Yeah,
like.
Zero,
that makes
yeah.
it a lot less.
All
Oh,
right.
is that how math works?
yeah.
Let's take it out with a little Andres and Man Train.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Thanks for listening, everybody.